we are going to consider the nuclear fission. Here we have to consider what is meant by fission. If we consider, suppose it is a nucleus, right? And if one neutron bombarded on this nucleus, at that time this nucleus is converted into two fragments, that we have to consider two fragments X and Y. At the same time, there emits in an average 3 neutrons, 1, 2 and 3. We can consider at the same time 3 neutrons should be emitted here. At this position, the energy should be released. Energy should be released from the nuclear fission. How much energy should be released from nuclear fission? That is 200 MeV. That means it should be the higher energy, higher heat should be emitted from the nuclear fission. From this, we can say that nuclear fission means one nucleon is converted into two fragments. And what is the fusion? Fusion means this is the reverse procedure. That means these two fragments, that is X and Y, right? Again it comes its original position. At the same time, the energy should be emitted through the beta particles, gamma particles, etc. here. The energy should be released from this. And from that, we can say that the nuclear fission process is very important for us. Now, let me consider the second part, and the second part is the chain reaction. Let me consider the chain reaction. Chain reaction we can observe in uranium atom. Suppose here we have to consider this is a uranium atom, and this uranium atom is having the number 235. From that, we can say that this is an unstable nucleus, and this nucleus wants to break this nucleus into two fragments. Here, using this detector, we can bombard one neutron. What happens when one neutron bombarded on uranium atom? At that time, at the same time, this uranium atom is converted into two fragments, that is barium and krypton. At the same time, in an average, 3 neutrons should be emitted. And again these 3 neutrons want to move here. And from that, we can say that one neutron should be emitted, but they are not approach to the target here. That means one neutron should be lost for this condition. And from that, we can say that suppose another one uranium atom, that is uranium-235. Again we have to consider here uranium-235. Emitting from this one, it should be again bombarded here. That means within a few seconds, this assembly should be vanished, and there produces large amount of heat that is equivalent to the heat. We can say that 1 ton of coal burned in one day, that is equivalent energy to 200 MeV, million electron volt energy, and both are the same here. And here these neutrons should be bombarded here. Again we can consider that this uranium, it should be converted into fragments, that is barium, and another one is krypton. Here barium, and similarly here it is a krypton. Again we can say that in an average 3 neutrons should be emitted from this. Here 3 neutrons should be emitted from this. And we can say that here another one atom U-235, and here the another atom U-235. Again this should be bombarded here. This uranium atom should be bombarded in here, and this uranium should be converted into two fragments. That is, it is a chain reaction, and this chain reaction may not stop when one neutron should be bombarded here. Within a few seconds, this process is going on. The chain reaction is depending upon what is the stability of nucleus. In the last period, we have already considered that the stability and liquid drop model. In the last period, we have considered that suppose nucleus is a shape, it having a shape, and that shape is a spherical shape. Suppose here we are adding here some energy, or we can consider that we are adding some liquid here. What happened? This liquid should be converted in the dumbbell shape. Again, in the third step, it should be converted into two fragments. That means we can consider this is stage 1, stage 2 and stage 3. Suppose you have taken one drop, you are adding something liquid here, it should be converted into like this dumbbell shape, and then after it should be converted into two fragments. Similarly, chain reaction we have to observe here. That means it is that stability is depends upon how much energy inside the nucleus, and from that we can say that this chain reaction we cannot stop here. So what is the use of chain reaction? Chain reaction you can use in the atom bomb. Again, we can consider that chain reaction is used in nuclear bomb. Everybody, you know the use of nuclear bomb, and it has already used in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Japan's both cities, and within a few seconds, both cities, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, should be destroyed, and there is a no, what do you say? No building, no material, no human being. Everybody is lost due to the nuclear bomb. That means this nuclear bomb is very dangerous for us. For this reason, the uranium should be restricted by the America, because every country they wants to store this uranium, but it is a very danger. So for this reason, this energy or nuclear bomb is not peaceful for our life. This you can use in study material, or otherwise you generate the electricity. That means thermal, in case of thermal power station. We know the thermal power station, and inside the thermal power station you can use some part of this uranium, and there you should be create the heat, and that heat should be converted into electricity. It is very useful for us. So remaining part we have to consider in the next period.